And Smith in motion right. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You look at the defense for these Texans. They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try to...
11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Etienne up the middle, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Etienne once more. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. Well, this defense for the Texans, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to have a short field here as they take over right at the 50. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get this down to the 48-yard line. These two teams matching up for the 2nd time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the visiting Texans who came away with a victory. So they'll look to take the season series if they can win here in Houston. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Here's Stroud. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their 2nd drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Christian Harris. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Will Anderson gets to him for the tackle. You look at the defense for these Texans. They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, You've had a...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Here's 2nd and 3. Now Stroud. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Stroud working out of the gun. Down. The Texans at 13-1 now on the year. They've been flawless these last couple months, winners of 9 in a row.
And let's give them a ton of credit, because in a league that's built on any given Sunday, any team can win. To run off this kind of a streak, this kind of a number, that's pretty darn impressive.
On second down, it's Stroud. And he slings one that's incomplete.
He had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Quick throw by Stroud, complete out wide. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's go now. Six the Eagles.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. That's his 18th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Texans are able to extend their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Hey.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Jags with a football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with ETN. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 26. Really not
as a response.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Completes it to Evan Ingram. Touchdown Jaguars. Evan Ingram, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Next to score, Texans 10, Jaguars 7. Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
Out Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Let's go.
2nd down and 4.
Cup 19. Cup 19. Dragon 60. Let's go.
Stroud to throw it. Johnson's got it complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. And Stroud now to throw. Again, it's Johnson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. And now here's a carry heading left. And running with power here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 44 yards rushing for him now and just 6 carries plays to this point.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
First and 10, it's Stroud. Johnson with a completion over the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Now a 2nd and 2. Hands it off out of the gun. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Come on, come on. Hey.
Stroud completes this out wide. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Okay, ready?
At the 7-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Cougar 19. Panther 11. Panther 11.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Rolling to his right. And he's caught. Touchdown, Texans. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead. Now comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Texans 17. Jaguars 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. No run back here for Jones. A touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start. Last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he will look at 24. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
The whole idea is losing it and spilling it for lost yardage.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That'll go as a 42-yard punt. They'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
2nd and 10.
Seven Pirates.
Stroud looking to throw. That is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Street.
Stroud on 3rd down now. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Play action. Stroud now. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
60 Maverick, 60 Warriors, 70. Riggs. Go.
Throwing now is Stroud. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
60 Bobcats. Ready.
Stroud off the play fake. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
On 2nd down, Lawrence. Flush to his right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Jaguars 7.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Houston's offense went through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. In motion goes the tight end.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Stroud. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Ready.
Stroud sets up the play action. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Trayvon Walker makes the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here we go.
From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9.
Ready.
Here's Stroud. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens, because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
Now here's a throw that's complete, and he is out of bounds inside the 30.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Ready. Go.
The throwing again is Stroud. That's complete right around the 8. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Go. Check. Hurt. Ready, ready.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 24.
Jaguars 7.
is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now ETN to start the drive. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax it.
And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time of the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. Lawrence on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Christian Harris. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
45, Jaguars 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Easy. Read a 24. Read a 24. Here we go.
Lawrence will try again after the pick six. This is caught. It's Kirk. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
And, Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And, Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Lisa 24.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 35 yards the gain there. Another first down as well. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield,
Lawrence.
they lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Touchdown, Jaguars! Christian Kirk from 13 yards out. And the Jags get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here, but it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche, all right? Maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them, not one they'll want to remember, but at least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave this stadium.
Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored.
There he goes left side.
81 yards yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Right back to him on first down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 46-yard line.
Ready, set. Ready.
Now Stroud. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
All right, let's give them a little bit of applause here. Good for them because this has been a defensive nightmare for them thus far. At least they're finally getting a couple of big plays. Won't make the scoreboard of the ride home easier, but one good moment to watch in film next week.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tyree Gillespie. And the Jags are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Lawrence, now this is ETN on the draw.
They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down.
Silver.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Being chased out left. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000s. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
The Texans take over first possession at their own 47-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 106 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Reload. Let's go, man. Ready?
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel.
The kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Houston, it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, it's another loss as they now fall to 4-11. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
First off, my name Toad, but it's really Tobe Chuku. Got a BM that keep my season, that keep me fruitful. Grew up wearing platinum FUBU on the southwest eating fufu. And a hammer that I keep don't come with nails. Look, I ain't know who Bill Burr was until I met the man. Half my married to the street without a wedding band. I done peeped that all these rappers won't be secondhand. My pop said I'd be broken, barely eat. I should've bet the man. Yeah, cause I'm way up. Long ways from the days I these valet stores. Couldn't pay